Google just confirmed they're testing a new storage policy that could affect how much free space new Gmail accounts get. In this video, we're going to break down what that actually means, what happens to your email if Gmail gets full, and the exact steps to free up space before you even think about paying for more storage. Hi, I'm Lauren from the Clean Email app, and here's why you should trust me. We've been helping everyday people clean their emails and keep them clean for over 10 years. We've literally processed billions of emails, and for each video, I tap into the expertise of the Clean Email team to make the best tutorials for you. Let's get into it. Last week, Android Authority reported that Google confirmed it's testing a new storage policy for some newly created accounts in select regions. And around the same time, Google's own help pages quietly changed their wording. Instead of saying accounts get 15 gigabytes of storage, they now say accounts get up to 15 gigs. That one word, up, is what got people's attention. Some users started seeing 5 gigabytes by default with a prompt to add a phone number to unlock the full 15 gigabytes. And naturally, people started asking questions. I have to be clear here though, this is not a universal Gmail change. Existing accounts aren't waking up with less storage, but it is a real confirmed test in some regions where new accounts may start with 5 gigabytes and unlock the full 15 after a phone verification. And it sends a pretty clear signal about where things could be heading. For a lot of people, it's about account control. Being asked to verify with a phone number to access what used to be a standard free account feels weird. Some people have real privacy concerns about handing that info over just to use a free email service. And the bigger fear is that this is the first step towards increasing pressure to subscribe to Google One, Google's paid storage subscription. Even if that's not what's happening right now, the perception matters. And it's a good reminder that free storage has never really been guaranteed. Before we get into fixes, let's make sure we're on the same page about how Google Storage works. Gmail does not have its own separate storage bucket. Your accounts get one shared pool of storage, and that pool is split across Gmail, Google Drive, and Google Photos. So if someone says their Gmail is full, the real problem might actually be Google Drive storage is full of old files or years of photos backing up automatically. Right now, most accounts get 15 gigabytes of that shared storage for free. Once you hit that limit, all three services start running into problems. And for Gmail specifically, that means incoming emails may fail to deliver. This is the part that surprises people. When your Gmail storage hits that limit, new incoming emails don't queue up and wait. In many cases, senders will get a bounce or delayed delivery notification if the issue isn't fixed quickly. The message may never reach you. Gmail doesn't hold those messages later for automatic delivery. So if you were over that limit and someone just emailed you a job offer, a contract, a flight confirmation, you may have already missed it without knowing. Once you free up space, those bounced emails don't come back automatically. You need to reach out to the sender and ask them to resend. That's the real reason this storage thing matters. It's not just a storage bar hitting red, it can mean actually missing emails. Okay, before we talk about what to do, let's check where you actually stand. On Gmail desktop, open Gmail and scroll to the very bottom of your inbox. You'll see a storage indicator showing how much of your space is used. For a full breakdown, open the Gmail app and tap your profile icon in the top right. Click Storage in the left sidebar, and you'll see exactly how much space is being used by Gmail, Drive, and Photos separately. On mobile, open the Gmail app and tap your profile icon in the top right. Next to where it says Storage Used, you'll see how much is taken up. Tap that and it'll break down by app. If you're already at 80 or 90% or above, then this video is for you. Even if you're at 50%, it's still worth knowing what to clean before you actually hit the wall. Here's the good news. Most people can recover a significant chunk of storage without spending a dime. Let me walk you through it. First up, let's check trash and spam. A lot of people don't realize those folders could still count towards storage until they're permanently cleared. Gmail auto deletes them after 30 days, but if you've got years of stuff sitting there, it's worth going in and emptying them manually right now. Second, check large emails with attachments. Email attachments are stored in Gmail, which means a few big files can eat up way more space than thousands thousands of regular emails. In Gmail, you can use search operators to find them. Directly type has:attachment larger:5M in the search bar, and you'll see emails over 5 megabytes. You can change the number to see emails with even bigger attachments. You'll probably be surprised what's in there. Third, let's check the old social notifications and promotional emails. Marketing emails pile up fast, especially if you've been subscribed to things for years. Individually, they seem small, but across hundreds or thousands of messages, they add up. You can also unsubscribe from newsletters using Gmail's managed subscription feature, which is still rolling out and may not be available for all users. Fourth, don't forget Drive and Photos. Before you assume Gmail is the problem, check your Drive for large files you no longer need, and look at whether Google Photos is backing up high-resolution images automatically. That can be the biggest space drain of all. Once I deleted doubles and screenshots, that freed up 5 gigs of storage. Maybe that's your case too. And finally, fifth, if your Gmail was already full before you caught it, you may have missed some incoming emails. Reach out to anyone you are expecting messages from and ask them to resend after you've cleared the space. But I know it can be really frustrating, especially if it's your working email. This is actually where we come in. This video is brought to you by Clean Email. Native Gmail cleanup works, but it gets tedious really fast. Clean Email has a feature called Cleaning Suggestions that looks at your inbox and immediately shows you the biggest storage offenders, like categories of emails that are taking up the most space, and lets you delete or archive them in a single click. There's also Smart Folders, which automatically groups emails by type, like online shopping, your food delivery receipts, travel emails. You can go into any folder and click Select All and delete in a couple clicks. My favorite feature, however, and the most effective since Gmail doesn't do it right, is our unsubscriber. It pulls all of your subscriptions, yes, all of them, and gives you flexibility in managing them. You don't have to unsubscribe to stop them. You can pause them or keep only the newest several emails. And if you've unsubscribed from a newsletter by mistake, you can resubscribe again because the unsubscriber has a special tap with all of your previous subscriptions. And if you want to stop the same clutter from coming back, AutoClean lets you set rules that run automatically, like permanently deleting promotional emails older than 30 days as soon as they arrive so they never stack up again. Gmail can tell that your storage bar is red, but Clean Email gives you the fastest way to actually fix it. Click the link in the description for 20% off. But before we wrap up, here's one more Gmail native tool worth knowing about. Google is continuing to roll out Gmail's managed subscription feature. You can find it in settings, and it lets you see some active email subscriptions and unsubscribe. When you unsubscribe through this feature, Gmail unsubscribes you from all active mailing lists tied to that sender at once. It won't recover storage on its own, and you still need to delete old emails, but it slows down how fast your inbox can fill back up again after a big cleanup. It's worth going through once you've cleared things out. Look, paying for more storage isn't a bad idea, especially if you legitimately use Gmail Drive and Photos heavily across multiple devices. Google One's basic plan bumps you up from 15 to 100 gigs for a few dollars a month, and for some people that's genuinely worth it. But there's one catch worth knowing. If you upgrade and then cancel, Gmail will stop receiving new emails again until you bring your usage back under 15 gigs. So it's not a permanent safety net, but a paid lease on space, which is exactly why cleaning first makes more sense. Whether Google rolls out this 5 gig test to everyone or keeps it limited, the message is already out there. Free storage isn't something to take for granted anymore because Gmail, Drive, and Photos all pull from the same pool, and once that pool runs out, emails stop showing up. The cheapest upgrade you can make is deleting what you don't need first. Do the check today and you might be closer than you think.